I can see you.
Yes, it's more tough this.
More tough. How much percentage-wise?
30.
30%. And that's just with 1.2 kilos on a very well-sealed. Look at those legs. That guy can squat 200 kilos, I'll bet. So yeah, remember, lightweight is heavy when you're moving fast.
Stop that. Yeah, I hear him chat to the noise. And stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys. Hot like fire on the pan. If you want to touch me, please use caution.
Hi everybody, it's Coach Joe here today, and we're really excited to have one of the very best footballers here in the country. This is our good friend Bruno Suzuki, who is half Brazilian, half Japanese, but he's made Malaysia his home for the last 6 years as a professional player in the Super League here, currently playing with PDRM. He's taken the time out to come help us understand a little bit about the Exogen top. Now he's wearing our new kit here. There's a lot of new information coming out in the area of speed, specifically with the top, and by the top I mean loading above the center of mass. And Bruno's actually been an ambassador with us for now and used the product for 1 or 2 years?
2 years.
2 years already, so far good?
So far good.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what we're going to be focusing on today is something very specific. It's called max velocity phase, or top speed. There's some really interesting research we're doing right now with Griffith University out of Australia, and this is hot off the press. It's not published yet, I can't say too much, but they're specifically looking at using our Exogen top. This is not a weighted vest. I know the first thing some of you are going to think is, okay, it looks like a vest, you're going to add weight, that makes it a weighted vest. We don't call it a vest for a reason. We call it the top because when you add weight to different places on the body, you change mechanics. It's not just about saying, here's the weight, go and run in a traditional sense. And so what I'm going to be working with today is walking you through why we put certain weights on certain parts of the body and what that effect overall is on the movement and the mechanics of the legs during max velocity when we have to maintain our stride frequency. And so the research right now is already showing a significant improvement in both average max speed, top max velocity, and the ability to withstand or delay fatigue during the max velocity phase for sprinters. Now the study's being done with Australia's top sprinters. They're world-class Olympians in the 100-meter dash, but we thought we'd move a little bit away from the track for this session and bring in a footballer, a soccer player, specifically because although it's relevant, these guys are also running 30, 40, 50, 60 meters sometimes, and being able to hold speed is sometimes the difference between winning and losing, correct? So these guys are really concerned with fatigue. And if you get tired a little slower or a little quicker than your opponent, he gets the ball. So what we're going to do today now is we're going to load him up in a series of very specific loads for a 50 to 60 meter max velocity phase sprint on the field, and we're going to get his impressions and find out a little bit more about how it's making him feel. Okay, so today it's going to be treated as a workout. What we've got lined up is we're going to be doing a series of 60-meter runs on field with his boots, technical running, and we're going to be loading these over a series of progressions. The first set, as always, is no load. We're going to get him comfortable, get him to run, burn out a bit of speed on the track. The second one we're going to start focusing on core loading, or what we call proximal load. With the top, the main joint moving is around the hip. So this would be proximal, this is distal. We're going to stabilize his core and his lower back for the first run. Then we're going to start working a little more distally up into the shoulders in the scapular region. And the final series, we're going to do 3 loaded. We're going to be loading directly over the trap. And all of this is going to be designed to suppress him and stabilize him and put a lot of stress on the leg. The 5th and final set, we're going to unload and we're going to take a look at how he's able to make those adjustments in his body now with the load off. We're going to start first set, Bruno. As I explained to you now, this would be sort of an acceleration drill into top speed or max speed. Just picture the balls coming slowly. As you see it coming down, you pick up your pace. Come out about 50-60%, 10 meters, 20 by 20 to 30 meter, go to top speed. All right, I just want you to concentrate on that. And we're doing this all right now, unloaded. Ready? Pick up, 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 and go, 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 go. Okay, so we finished first set. We're giving about 2 minutes recovery between each. We don't want to wait too long because we do want to get a stimulus. We're going to go with about 1.2 kilos. You can feel the weight already?
Yeah. Can feel.
Can feel. So we're focusing, because it's the top and the core, and also he's been training with our product for a good year. He's highly acclimatized to it, and of course he's an elite professional footballer, so we're comfortable, we know we can load. So we're gonna start out loading specifically, and again, these are the 8-ounce loads, 200 grams. We're gonna be loading at the core. If you take a look where I'm loading, it's quite low. It's proximal to the hip joint, which is the rotating joint for the trunk. And this loading pattern on the inside with the loads here stabilizes the body. This is what we call an assistive load, all right? Because it assists in holding your core straight and it reduces momentums and rotations. So we're not playing with technique here. This is about loading and impact into the ground with the legs. So we want to try and make the movement as technically good as possible. So that's the first loading profile. We're going to have them run here, and then we'll go to the third set. Ready? Now start opening. Go, 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 go. Yes, now open. That's good. That's better. That's better. Now you see he's starting to, of course he's warming up, he's starting to actually get into max velocity, and you can always tell that because especially footballers, field athletes, they don't always know where to get power from, but you saw immediately when I say faster, he started driving his arms. And so this is it's a good sign. What we want to do right now, we're going to continue to load up and keep moving. How did that feel first run with the load? I can see you.
Yes, it's more tough this.
More tough. How much percentage wise?
30.
30%, and that's just with 1.2 kilos on a very well sealed. Look at those legs. That guy can squat 200 kilos, I'll bet. So yeah, remember, lightweight is heavy when you're moving fast. Can you feel it being stable?
Yeah, I can feel it.
Yeah, okay, good. All right, we're moving now to set number 3. We're gonna up the load. So we've got 1.2 kilos in the front with a internal loading pattern, anterior internal, which stabilizes him while running. Now we're gonna move a little more loading. Can I see the loads? We've got an extra 4 200s, okay? So we're going to be adding them in a little bit now more distally. We're gonna get up into the back and the lat. I'm gonna keep them stable, sorry. Let me change that around. I want the loads all to the midline of the body, which stabilizes the body and doesn't allow rotation. So what you're gonna see here now in this loading pattern, remember, it doesn't have to be exactly perfect. Now I've got mid-back. We've got sort of proximal load, little mid-back. This is really going to emphasize just more balance from front to back. And then we're going to finish with loading here. And each one of these has a very different pattern or feeling on its own. So again, it's not just about adding weight. Yeah, that's almost 4.5, 5 pounds. So it's a bit of load on there already. We're going to do the third set. Ready? Go, 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 pick it up, pick it up, pick it up now. Push, 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 all the way through. Good. Yeah, now you can see he's actually dipping at the end. So it's typical, he needs to warm up. We've taken his body weight from 74 kilos to about 76 plus. So it's already a fair percentage of load for him.
Feel more tired. Feel more.
Where do you feel tired, at the start or when you're go to full speed?
In the middle, when
Yeah.
I speed.
Yeah, yeah. And that's what we're focusing on now, is we're trying to get the load there during the speed part. At the start, when it's slower, it's not so bad.
Yes.
But we're trying to make you tired. You're trying to feel it at this phase. Yeah, yeah. And then, of course, we're going to open. Light is heavy, man. So now we're going to do the fourth set and final loading set. And again, I'm showing you these loading patterns so you can get an idea where and why we load on the top. Any one of these can work on their own, but we're doing the whole gamut. The other thing we found in the research is, again, with the top you can get more loading, heavier loading, and a little heavier loading in the range of 3 to 5% of body weight is actually around the right range to get the suppression that we need to force the legs to turn over quicker in your max velocity phase. And we're going to see that when we unload at the end. Because the biggest problem when you're at speed is losing stride frequency. You get tired. So that's what we're focused on here. And whether you're an elite footballer or whether you're an elite sprinter, it's actually the same thing. So what you're going to notice now, I've added an additional 600 grams, 246. This is right over the shoulder. I put them back to back so it's not pulling him forward or back. It's a balanced load, but that load right there will push him down. You can already feel it's,
Yeah.
yeah. So you see that, that's very typical. When you're tired, things go here. So right now, we've got load pulling here and stabilizing him. mid-back load to really get him to focus on being tall, pushing him down, all designed to have that loading kind of above the center of mass, which ultimately means these legs have to work harder because you're not getting the kind of vertical displacement you would get without the load. And that's what we're trying to do. That's where the gold is around max velocity. Go. Start going down. Tall, come up tall, and push, tall. Fast legs, go. Good. So what we can clearly see, and this is the most important part, is he's able to keep the turnover we want, but I promise you he's having to work at it. So what we want to do now when that weight comes off is just to see that that is happening naturally, but actually at a higher level. And that's where the improvement in max velocity or top speed comes. Now if you're a footballer, having a 1 meter advantage over 40 meters on another player, you know what that means? That means you get the ball first. And if you get the ball in front, straight to a net, hey, World Cups are won that way. How does that feel? Almost 3 kilo now.
Very different, very hard.
Yeah.
It's so tired, this one.
Do you think you were able to keep your speed even though you had the weight, or was it slowing you down, you had to work?
When I do more speed, I feel more tired because it's heavy.
Quickly, right?
Quickly,
Yeah. This is what I mean. Like I said, thinking about a weighted vest with a clunk of weight is not the same as putting load in specific places, even when it applies to something like the top or the shorts. So please look beyond what we know about traditional resistance. Now he's going to be very happy. We're going to strip all this weight down. All right. We're going to get him unloaded, and we're going to let him finish his last set completely free and light. Set. Go. Yeah, now let it go, light, pump, all the way. Looks light, see how he feels, but one thing you can see is just the natural, actually he looks relaxed, and that's the most important thing. He's hitting the same speeds without the effort. Now remember again, this is an acute trial. We're doing this to explain something to you. You don't use the product by one time loading a few things and then going out. That's a potentiation protocol we have, but ultimately it's about doing this 2 to 3 times a week for a 4 to 6 week block, so you get the training effect in the body.
I feel so light.
Of course.
And after finish sprint, I don't feel like can't breathe. No, I can.
It's easy.
It's easy.
So let me ask you this, sort of here, what I noticed here is you look like you're still going at top speed, but you look relaxed.
Yes.
The speed was easy to come?
So easy.
Yeah.
It's you no need to push much.
Yeah. You haven't used the top before, have you? Have you used before?
I used it before, yes.
Did you use it like this?
No.
Not
I
like
use
this.
like jogging
Jogging.
and warm up.
Yeah, football.
I
Yeah.
use it before.
But not speed.
No speed.
So what did you think using it today for speed, for maximum speed?
I think for footballer,
Yeah.
it's good for using this because when we play football, we have slow and pump. Sprint. So this one I think is important.
That acceleration from almost zero or light up.
Yeah, 0 to 100. We use this a lot in football.
Yeah.
So I think this sprint to put weight is good for football.
Yeah. And you can feel that work, making your legs work, turn over, because acceleration is about changing speed in the legs, right? You're going from a slow turnover to fast.
Yes. When we change the gear,
Yeah.
when we put weight, it's heavy. But when we take out, we can 100 more speed. So
Yeah.
it's very important.
And I think that's a really good point, something to work on, coaches, to think about using it, loading like we just did, not just as a sprinter, but in a series of repeated sprints, or 10 slow, 10 fast, 10 slow. Use it to accelerate, slow, and do that over a training period, opening, closing that weight, and I think you're going to see a real kick in those performance metrics over a game. So thank you, Bruno, for that little trial today. Good luck in the game tomorrow.
Thank you.
We put all our money on you, you know that.
All right.
All right, thanks everybody. Let's keep moving forward.